Craigo left a comment on a video of mine asking whether stamp duty will be extended. That is the big question on everyone's mind. I really wanted to understand what the market thinks right now, as this will have an impact on how house prices move for the next year. So with January blues out the way, let's sprinkle the facts, guys. House price data shows the momentum has turned and house prices are now declining. It is a small drop of about 0.3% and it's early data from Nationwide, which is one of the largest mortgage lenders in the UK. Now, over a 12-month period, prices were still up about 6.4%. What that means is the reversal is quite sharp and the banks are predicting it to be even sharper when the tax break ends. First of all, new buyers aren't really coming into the market. There's a surge of activity of buyers trying to beat the market, which has already happened. And thirdly, buyers are beginning to exit the market as March 31st now seems pretty difficult to hit. So to benefit from the tax break, which raised the nil rate from 125k to 500k, buyers must complete sales by the 31st of March. But bear in mind, in April, the furlough scheme as it currently stands is expected to spike the unemployment rate to 7.5%. There's a lot of downward pressure on house prices right now, so those tax breaks are a motivation for demand. Higher unemployment rate is also a key downward driver in prices. It was and is the furlough scheme, which has protected the housing market from the shock that a normal recession would actually have. The frustrating aspect of the stamp tax is that buyers who would have normally entered at the right time are really frustrated by how long it is taking to complete. Not gonna lie, a friend of mine, first-time buyer, put an offer in on a property, no chain, and it was accepted in October 2020. 4 months on and he's still trying to complete. Imagine that. Like the stress and the frustration and the tiredness you'd feel because of just the time that it's taking. And that's actually better than average, where it's taking on average 5 months to complete. Not extending the stamp tax will soften the landing as house prices decline. However, we can all agree that tax is really important to the Treasury at the moment. So what could be more interesting is, rather than a blanket extension, there are exceptions for those that need it most. There is mounting pressure for two of those scenarios. Firstly, for those buyers that are impacted by the cladding scandal. There are just under 5 million properties out there who are unable to sell their homes because lenders won't lend because they can't get comfortable on the safety of the building. This group will be heavily hit because these buyers will not only be leaving cladded properties but miss out on the stamp duty breaks. But they're also having to fork out for cladding remediation works. It's a disgrace and really unfair, actually. The buck also needs to stop with the government, who have failed to regulate or even resolve the situation. I don't think there'll be much debate if the stamp duty reprieve was extended for those caught up in the cladding fiasco, which has of course taken way longer to resolve because of the pandemic. The second group I feel are those older buyers looking to downsize but can't really move immediately because of lockdown and health risks. I noted this in the newspapers over the last few weeks that stamp duty in the past has been prohibitive of buyers at the top looking to downsize, but the tax break has supported retirement housing moves. It's also had a broader benefit to society. For instance, older buyers downsizing to more suitable homes saves the NHS £3,500 per person per year. However, with the third lockdown in the UK and more virulent strains being discovered, older buyers are put at an even greater risk by entering the housing market, where risk of potential exposure does actually increase. Now, the next few days and weeks remain super interesting as we near the budget. What a budget it will be. There was an online debate in the House of Commons to discuss a stamp duty extension as online petitions reach over 100,000. I have a video right here which looks at a few reasons why the market will continue to fall. Stamp is just one of them. So if you like this video, this will give you more colour on the market. So I'll see you over there.